Hi, my name is Madeline Nelson. There are a lot of ways I could define myself, but the one that is most salient to me is student. Being a student has been a primary part of my identity for most of my life. It helps me locate myself in the world, it drives my action, and it influences the way I think. Now, as I'm approaching graduation and planning on entering the workforce, the way I'm defined and defining myself is shifting. Although I'll no longer be a student in the traditional sense of the word, I think I'll always define myself in that way because I've developed a lifelong love of learning and I see many opportunities to continue learning throughout my life. I've begun to ask myself, what insights have I gleaned so far that will guide me through this transition? From my observations, personal experience, and my education courses, I'm leaving Cornell with 3 main insights that make me confident I'll be able to tackle whatever new challenges lie ahead. First, I want to talk about my observations. I've had opportunities to observe and interact with some wonderful educators and professionals. While their personalities, leadership styles, and work ethics have varied widely, a common feature I've noticed is that they set expectations. Specifically, they set expectations for themselves. This is the first lesson I've learned. I was initially hesitant to set expectations for myself and others because I had the mindset that expectations lead to disappointments. But through my observations of others in my life who I hold in high esteem, I've come to understand that expectations can motivate. One supervisor I had asked me on my first day, "What do you hope to accomplish in this role?" And I was really caught off guard by this question. I had only thought of this as a temporary job, and I never considered how I could use it as a learning experience. Interacting with her helped me develop strategies to set reasonable and achievable expectations for myself. Through this experience, I was able to meet some of my expectations, and as a result, I felt an immense sense of pride, which motivated me to set new expectations and led to my enjoyment of the work. I think this skill would be transferable to any aspect of life. Setting expectations forces one to think deeper about their strengths and weaknesses and ultimately aids in the process of self-discovery. Now I'd like to move on to education. Each of us has a combination of identities. Gender, socioeconomic status, race, sexuality, to name a few, that make us unique individuals. But in our daily lives, we aren't always aware of these identities and how they influence the way we interact with others. Now imagine a class that is perfectly designed to heighten one's awareness of a specific social identity, and that this class is intentionally grouping students who have diverse backgrounds and experiences with this identity together. That's the Intergroup Dialogue Project. In this class, I've learned to develop a sense of agency and disrupt the system of oppression by challenging my fellow classmates to look beyond stereotypes we hold about one another and sharing personal experiences together. From this class, I've learned to honor difference. This is my second insight. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone and maintain the status quo, but opening myself up to an honest dialogue with those different from myself and sitting with the discomfort that sometimes arises has helped me begin to understand the experience of others on a deeper level. This enables me to speak and act in a more informed manner.
Created using Capstone.